The question, when is Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out? We're going to find out on the 17th. Could be a possibility. Maybe. Hopefully. Because, we got a little scared when we saw that Warner Brothers Portal put it at September. We're like, a year? We got to wait a year? And that's definitely not true. And now I've gotten a response sent to me multiple times this week from none other than What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, in this video, we're going to be talking about the release date of Zack Snyder's Justice League, aka the Snyder Cut. And then we're going to be talking about that additional photography budget, because that's something I've been kind of sitting on for a bit. It doesn't really matter. I just thought it was kind of funny, and I was like, man, I should have done some teasing like I like to do. And I could have easily, I think I actually did tweet some GIFs that might have alluded to what the you guys got to pay attention. You got to pay attention sometimes to the GIFs I put out there, because sometimes, I'm like giving away some things, but you know me, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna slap exclusivo. I'm not gonna slap that right in front of like something I heard. I hate that. Absolutely hate that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the release date now. When it comes to March, the March date, we don't know officially what date in March, but of course, like I was alluding to earlier, Miss Grace Randolph decided to answer that question, and this was it right here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So, she hopefully is in the know. I don't know, but right here, somebody said Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out next September, I think, and then she responded with March. So that, of course, is fantastic. We don't want it to come out, we don't want it to come out in September. We want it to come out in March for sure. So is that going to be the case? I don't know. I don't know the actual release date. I 100% don't. If I heard anything, I would definitely probably say it in this video, but I haven't heard anything. We've always speculated March because it just seems like that'd be the perfect time to do it. I know Garza has said, what did he say? March 28th or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was, but something like that. I think it was like a Sunday. And I'm like, Sunday? You're really going to put it on a Sunday? To me, it's like, if they're going to drop episodes, it's going to be on a Friday or a Thursday or something like that. Something right before the weekend. To me, that just seems like where they'd want to place stuff. And right now, Raised by Wolves wasn't that coming out on Thursdays or something like that? Or was it Fridays? I can't remember. I know they always like drop them on at midnight or whatever. And I don't know if they're going to do it like that. That's going to be interesting, because if they drop it on midnight, man, I'm going to have to like not go to work the next day. I don't know. I really, it would be awesome if it was Saturday, but of course, that's just me being selfish, because that's when I usually watch. That's when I catch up. Currently right now, I'm watching The Mandalorian, and then, before it was The Boys and Raised by Wolves and everything, and I always usually have the best time to watch something is on Saturday. So March, she says March. We were thinking March. I'm thinking, it's definitely going to be March. I will tell you this: what I was told is they were ahead when it comes to the VFX. Okay, so they're not like falling behind or going to need more time, or like they're like, we're going to work like, 18-hour work days to get this shit done. They're ahead. They're actually doing good. And the additional photography lasted for 2 weeks. Definitely did. And then, of course, not like it matters. But, and then who knows what's going to happen, how it's going to get taken with everything, because obviously when I talked about what the budget would be to finish this Snyder Cut, I always said 30 to 40 million. Cleano said 20 to 30, and there's all numbers that were jumping around. Other people were saying that stuff like that. And then, of course, there was a lot of people that thought, no, he said it's done. He said it right there on video. 100% right there. Done. It's like, no, that wasn't the case, obviously. And we fully understand why he said it was done. He had a finished cut, essentially, just not finished VFX. He had start to finish, 214, right there. It was all fine and dandy and perfect, man. Circled it on the poster. That's a question I'm definitely going to ask him. But so the additional photography, this comes from a different source, and he showed me certain things. And basically, the additional photography, that budget ran him $11 million. So you got to take the $70 million that Warner Media, just said, here, make something awesome, Zach. Finish your stuff. We're good. You can have all that. So $70 million, 11 apparently went to additional photography. Okay. Just what I was told. Who knows if it was, I'm pretty like I've always said, a 100%, like a 100% vouch for this source. I should say, because obviously I'm not going to tell you where the source, who the source is, where it came from, all that stuff, because you got to keep it all hush hush. You know how it is. May the source be with you. Anyways, I know I always make fun of like the source thing too, but sadly it's like I got to play that game as well. But that's what I was told, that it was pretty much got told like when the additional photography was going to start, which was in the middle of October, like towards the end of October. And then it was like, oh yeah, and by the way, the budget is $11 million. So we had $11 million to put into that additional photography. So that's interesting. I'm wondering what exactly, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a good amount. It's a good amount. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what had to be done when it comes to the additional photography, I mean, if we're going to be going the whole full nightmare route, because we've always mentioned either on a stream or I've mentioned on Film Junkie Live, is the fact that, Jeff Johns, Warner Brothers, they hated the nightmare stuff. They fucking hated it. What are you doing, man? I mean, it was dark. It was weird. And obviously you could almost understand it a little bit, because when it came to the nightmare sequence in BVS, the general audience had no fucking clue what was going on. Nerds, we were like, don't say you were, okay? That was me on top of my chair, just, parademons, that's pretty much what it felt like. Boom. Oh man, it was exciting. It was interesting. But a lot of people were like, what the fuck? And of course, us nerds had explained to those people what exactly they were seeing. But yeah, they didn't like the nightmare stuff. So obviously 2 weeks, most likely all nightmare stuff. I mean, the Harry Lennox thing, that already got shot beforehand. That was already done because it was easy. That was something easily done. Like a couple hours work right there. Put him in front of a green screen or something like that. It's all Snyder really had to do. So, but yeah, so there it is, guys. It's looking good for March. Okay. I mean, we were speculating. I'll trust Grace on that one. But when it comes, and like I said, from what I heard, the VFX were going smoothly. They're not falling behind. They're not working overtime. They're actually ahead on all that stuff. And yes, the additional photography cost $11 million. Because I think I tweeted out a GIF that said from Spinal Tap, these all go to 11 or something like that. Maybe I did that. I don't know. Or I was gonna tweet out like I don't know, a GIF that had from Stranger Things showing 11. Yeah, probably could have did that too, or something like that. But I could have had a little bit more fun with it. But whatever, guys. That's it right there. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video with all that stuff. If any more information comes about that I can actually say, then I will actually I'll give it to you guys. But I just wanted to cover that because a lot of people are still wondering when this damn thing is going to be coming out. So I figured I'd do that and be like, all right, let's talk about the budget too. I love that. $70 million, 11 went to additional photography. And then of course the rest is for the VFX. So pretty much, you got what I'm trying to do I'm like trying to do the math off the top of my head. Obviously $11 million. So we got about 59 million that goes towards VFX and everything else that has to be done. So there you go. So we were off just a little bit. It wasn't 40. We're not the 40 club. We're the 59 million club to do all that stuff. No, I'd rather be the $70 million club. That's what I'm all about right there. We got to get t-shirts made though this time, I don't know if there's any malt liquor that holds, 70. I don't think there is. There's 40s. It always worked. Pour one out for the homies. But now we got 70. Well, you can always like empty out a second 70. You ever played Edward 40 Hands? I'm going off right now. I don't even know where I'm going with this little tangent, but I was just saying, who knows what I'm talking about? I mean, obviously the live shows are a lot like this, but there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Follow me on the sock meds down below, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And then, of course, you got Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, be part of the Film Junkie Patreon. And then, of course, shirts like this one, Metalhead, down below, as well as all the other ones, Exclusivo, all that stuff. All right, guys. Talk to you later.